Hey guys, this week for Weapons Wednesday, we're going to take a look at some of the newest weapons we just added to the KarateMart.com website. But before we begin, if you could just like this video and subscribe to our channel, that would be awesome. Alright, so as we've done in previous weeks, I had Amanda go back into the warehouse and grab a bunch of the new items, wrap them up for me so I don't know what they are. So Amanda, why don't you go ahead and grab me the very first box. Okay. All right, this is pretty cool. This is a twisted hand-forged Karambit. I think this is so cool. What's neat about it is this is one solid piece of carbon steel that has been hand-forged and twisted into this knife. So it's actually like really a work of art because each one's going to be just a little bit different. Let's take a look at it really quick. So it's got the finger ring for the pommel, which is pretty awesome. As far as comfort goes, it feels really comfortable. It's a little bit different from other Karambits. Like there's a little more space than I'd probably prefer right here, but it feels really comfortable. As far as weight and yeah, I mean it would take a little bit of getting used to just because of the way it's shaped. But overall, like it feels pretty nice and comfortable. So I like that about it. It looks like it's about 7.5 inches overall with a 3.5-inch hawkbill blade. It's really sharp. Yeah, the tip's sharp, the blade's sharp. It comes with this black leather belt sheath, which is pretty nice. It's got the little belt strap there, fits on your side. I actually like that a lot. But this is really cool. Like if you were still looking for a gift for someone this year, I really like something like this because it is so unique. That would look awesome just sitting on a coffee table or something. Just a really cool little blade. So I like that. I think it's pretty awesome. And yeah, definitely a cool Karambit. All right, let's go on to something else. All right. Let's see what we have here. Oh, good. I was hoping we would do this one. All right. This is the hand-carved defense cane. And what's so cool about it is this is just a standard cane. Like, how inconspicuous is this? As far as I know, and you're going to want to check your local laws, I don't believe there's any laws that restrict something like this because this is just a standard wooden cane. It's just built in a way that it could be used for self-defense purposes. Because they added the knurling here, this actually makes it ideal for self-defense techniques. Like you have a grip there to grab onto to use for different techniques. It's got this little bird head to it. It looks like it's a loon, but because of its beak, you could actually use that for self-defense. Like if someone's grabbing you by your shirt like this, you could just dig that beak right into their hand and hit that pressure point. The head of this is all hand carved. Looks pretty awesome. It's all hand painted. You can tell that they used a lathe to turn the spiral into the shaft and then to add the knurling on here, which looks really awesome. But you know, as with the Karambit, every single one of these is going to be unique. This is made out of a eucalyptus wood, so it's lightweight. It's only about 13 ounces. So if you are elderly and you want a light cane, it's actually super light and strong too. Like I'm a little over 230 pounds and it definitely could support my weight. I like this a lot. I think this is one of the most perfect self-defense tools you can have. Works for long-range strikes. Can also use it for short-range techniques. Just a wonderful weapon. I think this is awesome. I really think that this is just a really cool product to have. So I like it. Let's see if there's anything else I need to add about it. It's about 37 inches tall, so just a little over 3 feet, which is perfect for me. I think that'll be perfect for most people. But let's go ahead and put this away and grab something else. All right, what do we have here? Oh, this one's cool. I like this. All right, this is the personal alarm wristwatch. So let's just open this up and take a look at it. Awesome. All right, a lot of our personal alarms you just kind of keep in your pocket. I think last week we showed one that was shaped like a lipstick, which is unique to fit in a purse. But what I like about this is it just looks like a standard wristwatch. So, I mean, that'd be really convenient if you're hiking, if you're jogging, it's on your wrist. It actually, we hold the button, it tells the time perfectly. I mean, I like that, and it's digital in a way to where you're going to be able to see that in the dark too. So I really like that. I guess one thing that's not my favorite about it is in military time and date format, which I know a lot of survivalists really like that. It's not my favorite. But if you ever needed an alarm, all you do is just flip the switch right here. And if you have headphones on, make sure you turn down the volume because this might be loud. All you do is just flip the switch. And look how the little, I should probably turn that off before I start talking, but did you see the little LED light was flashing too? So it had a flash effect to it if it was dark, and it was really loud. So really an awesome, awesome deterrent if you were ever attacked. It comes with this little micro USB cable that plugs in right here. And so you just charge it up that way, so it's nice that it's rechargeable. Really just an awesome little personal alarm. I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this away and let's check something else. All right. Okay. All right, this isn't one of our newer items, but I'm really glad you pulled this one, Amanda, because it's one that we haven't really looked at before, but it's a good one to look at. So this is the indestructible plastic samurai sword. And I'm just going to open this up really quick. All right, so we call it the indestructible plastic samurai sword, but we make it very clear on the website that it's actually not indestructible. It's just much more durable than like a wooden bokken or something, which really would come in handy if you're practicing sword techniques. If you were to use this against like an actual katana, this thing's going to get ripped up pretty bad, but I think it's going to be a pretty solid weapon to be practicing your sword techniques. Definitely more solid than a wooden bokken. It comes with this removable tsuba, so let's just go ahead and add that on there. So you just kind of push that on, and then there we go. There we go. Looks pretty awesome. I actually really like this too. This is, the handle looks like a traditional wrapped handle, so it gives a lot of comfort, but this is definitely like an injection molded polypropylene. This is approximately 39 inches long, which is perfect for sword training. We actually sell plastic scabbards in back that you can use to practice your sword drawing techniques. These things are really a great training tool for anyone who wants to learn the katana. So I really like these, but I think that we need to test to see how durable they really are. I want to actually put it through some abuse and just see if we can break it. So let's go ahead and take this in back and just try to destroy it. All right, well, I was able to find this outside by the trash can, and it looks like the top of a crate made out of some fairly strong wood. So I think this will give us a good test as far as the durability of this sword. So let's go ahead and just see if we can break this thing. All right, I'm going to start with this area. Yeah, I mean, this thing this thing holds up really nicely. So definitely not indestructible, but virtually indestructible. I love these. I think as far as sword training goes, you can't beat this. It's definitely stronger than a wooden bokken. Just a great sword. But let's go back inside and look at something else. So as you can see, this thing could take some pretty major abuse. I mean, it's got some markings on it, but overall, this thing is an awesome training tool that's going to last you for a while. But let's go ahead and put this away and check something else. All right. Okay, this is a fun one. These are called the Ninja Tripwire Alarms. Let's just take a look at this. So if you've ever been to a fireworks stand, you've probably seen these before. We had them as kids, but we've kind of repurposed them into a really cool little survival tool slash ninja proximity alarm. So this pack comes with 12 of these little guys. And the way they work is if you pull the string, it'll pop. I'm going to do this really quick, so if you have earphones on, turn them down, it might be loud. Here we go. Oof, wow. That was really loud. And what makes that so great is you can set these up to where we add a little bit of extra string to both sides, and you could tie this in between trees. So if you're camping somewhere and you wanted to know if someone's coming into your camping site, it would pop and alert you. Also, if you wanted to make your home more secure, you could tie these between your doorways. You could hook them onto windows, so if the window got opened up, it would explode. You could put them on drawers, lockers. There's so many different uses for these things. A very cool little item, but one thing you should be aware of is just keep these away from kids because it could hurt their hearing or it could hurt their eyes. Just be careful with them. But they're really great. Like, you can just take a thumbtack and kind of hook the thumbtack into the wall and then wrap that around the thumbtack and it'll hold one side on. Then take another thumbtack, hook it to the other side. Really easy to use. They're also really fun for pranks. Like, we actually use them around the office for pranks. We'll hook them into drawers so when an employee opens the drawer it'll pop, or we'll hook them into doorways so that when the door opens it'll pop. Just a really cool little thing to have. So let's go ahead and actually test some of these out on some of the employees around here. All right, so as you can see, these things are a lot of fun, but also are a very valuable tool if you are trying to create a perimeter alarm. So I love these things. I think they're awesome. Let's move on to something else. All right, Amanda, hand me the last box. Oh, I love this guy. All right, this is the Urban Combat Comma. And let's just take a look at this. First off, it comes with this genuine leather sheath. And I mean, you can just feel the quality just in the sheath itself. But that's not what we're here to look at. We're here to look at the comma. You know, I know that most of you guys already know the history behind commas, but for the few that don't, back in feudal Japan, they weren't allowed to have weapons. So the farmers were having issues with people coming onto their property and stealing their crops. So they had to figure out a way to protect their property. So what they did is they took farming utensils and learned how to use them as weapons. So a lot of the weapons we have today originated from farming utensils, and the comma originated from the sickle. So it's actually a really, really cool weapon. This thing weighs about 1 pound 4 ounces, which is a little bit heavy for doing comma tricks and things. But this thing is just designed perfectly for combat. It's got this grip along the handle that allows you to hold on comfortably onto the handle. But if you've practiced comma, you know that a comma is actually more of a slashing tool than something that you would stab with. So they've built this in a way to where it's got these finger grips here that allows you to hold your hand around comfortably, and then thumb notches up top, so you have complete control over this weapon. It's actually beautifully made. The blade is a 7CR13 stainless steel, and it's really really sharp. I mean, there's really nothing negative to say about this. I just love the design. I love the look of it. It's just built so perfectly for holding onto it, whichever way you prefer to hold onto it. The only negative I can really see is that because of its design and because of how heavy it is, it's probably not going to be the best kama to be used in a tournament or for kata purposes. But as a tactical weapon, this thing is just designed perfectly. So I really like it, but if you have any questions about this or any of the other items we showed off in this video, definitely leave them in the comments below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and check out KarateMart.com because we've got all kinds of new items we've just added to the site that are really awesome. But until next week, we'll see you Weapons Wednesday.